My name's Sally Anderson. I am a PhD candidate with Florida State University in the Department of Political Science, and right now I'm serving as a visiting instructor professor at the University of South Florida. Is it in the interest of that MNC to share that technology? Why not? Because they want to be exclusive, they want control? Yeah. So this class is called Global Development. It looks at the politics of the developing world from the comparative politics standpoint, but then it also takes an international relations perspective because it looks at the relationships between countries. Yeah, they bring awareness. Is that helpful, or is it just awareness just going to make Jobs leave Honduras and Kathy Lee cry?
Sally's class is unique because it's a little different than what I've been used to. And it's a good thing. She's got more of an informal approach.
Sometimes I feel like there's a lot more discussion. Some classes you just sit and it's lecture, lecture, lecture. And this one, I don't feel like it's that difficult to get yourself involved in the class and in the material that you're learning.
It seems almost like a personal conversation with a friend as opposed to listening to a professor lecture you on material.
Yeah? So I'm at the Midwest Political Science Conference, and I walked past the Soomo's booth, and they had something about online content. They showed me the IR site and the comparative site, so Between Nations and Comparing Governments, I think it's called. So I thought, well, okay, well, how does this work? Can I pull from different ones? And they were like, yeah, we can create a custom site. We can do whatever you want. I have students who come in with some preconceived ideas about the way the world works. The best thing you can do is try to use that and challenge their assumptions. And that's what I like about having the Soomo website, because it gives me an opportunity to introduce information to them in a different way instead of just in a reading.
I've taken a lot of classes that are solely based out of textbook. In these classes where you have these video interactions, it's a lot easier to interact and watch something and take away than to absorb the content in a textbook.
What I really, really like is that there's all this content already there, which makes my job easier. I don't have to think of something. But when I do think of something, I can modify it. And that's great, because you could go and listen to a speech that Hugo Chavez gave yesterday, and it's relevant.
Just a textbook isn't going to bring up, say for instance, what's currently happening in Nigeria. It's not going to bring up an article that was printed a month ago.
It's true life scenario. It's recent. It's been documented, and it's been in the news, and if you really don't bother to read the news, you get the information right here.
It's also aesthetically very well laid out, and to me that's really important. It's simple. It's just the same format every time. You click, you watch, read, whatever, and then you answer some questions every time.
You click on the chapter, and next you know, here's your content. Content opens up on its own window, finish it, there's your questions, go back to the original window. It's great.
What did you all think about his performance? Last but certainly not least, it makes class discussion better.
I think it helps you incorporate what you've learned in class, which helps you retain what you've learned in class. You do better on the test, then you're more prepared to actually use the information in real life.
No, I love it. It makes the learning process much simpler. And it's also much more effective. You feel much more involved. You get up from the computer, or you get done with your class and you walk away saying, I actually learned something.